Hi everyone, and welcome to Happy Tuesday here at Brooklyn Wind. And remember that every Tuesday is Friday at Brooklyn Wind. So I hope that you're having a great day. And I'm starting to do some more background videos to share my lifestyle as a writer with you. So I'm happy to be able to call myself an author now because I have my second book that I've published and posted on for sale on Amazon, thanks to the Amazon KDP platform. And so anyway, that's really great. And one of the things that I like to do is to share what it's like to be a writer, because it's not all about writing. There's stuff that you do in between, and I think that everyone has a lot to offer when it comes to lifestyle. I like to watch lifestyle videos on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. So I just went to pick up some groceries. Two of the grocery stores near my house one is Union Market. The other one is Key Food, and I don't always shop for healthy things like vegetables and fruits and things like that. So sometimes we also need snacks, but the snacks that I get do tend to be on the healthy side. So today I just went for a quick make sure we have snacks kind of run, and one thing we get is this. I also always have this. This is really important. We never run out of that. And if you ever want a nice dessert, you put some of this on this, and it's really nice. It's like really tasty. And you know, when you're writing and also hanging out at home with your significant other, my wife, we need to have delicious, healthy snacks like this. So I always want to make sure we have that. Today, I don't usually get this, but it's really fun to have some pudding. And this is really nice because it's the zero sugar one, so that helps. And then some 60-calorie Activa yogurts. Those are really yum to have too for dessert. And then I also like to occasionally, not as often as I used to, but I like to pick up some marinara sauce to make some dinners with. I usually put this on top of angel hair. And the nice thing about this, because we don't go through it that much, I eat most of this. My wife does not really eat as much of this as I do. I'll portion it out in Ziplocs. So I'll get about 6 servings out of this, and I'll freeze them. So I'll have 6 servings of this so that I can use throughout the week. And then also, you always need napkins. So got some of those. It's also not fun to run out of tissues, so we always get that. Then a big essential in our house is wax paper. I do a lot of work in the kitchen, and I'm very meticulous about keeping the surfaces clean. And I always like to work on a piece of wax paper because it makes it easier to clean up, and it also keeps the surfaces a lot cleaner. So that's nice. And then I have 3 more things that I picked up today. Let's see here. We have another Greek yogurt, some angel hair with protein. Make sure it's important to get your protein in. It's a very important part of the nutrition. And a really nice standby dinner ingredient is the Italian tuna in the glass jar. Really delicious. It comes in olive oil, and you just put it on a bed of lettuce or vegetables, and it makes like a really nice, easy, awesome dinner. So that's kind of one of the things that I do as part of my lifestyle as an author. And it is kind of time consuming because you also have to put the things away. So you have to go get them, you have to bring them home, you have to put them away. So it's part of your day to day. So oddly, when I think about the activities and the lifestyle of a writer, I always wonder what it would be like to just kind of write, let's say for a week, if I could somehow portion out all these little errands and tasks and chores, and I just sat for a week and wrote without having to do things like this. I wonder how that would feel, and I'm not sure because I've never done it. The longest period of time that I've actually sat to sit and write non-stop, like to sit at the desk and write, has not been for more than I think 3 hours at a time. I think every time I've tried to have like a writing marathon where I would sit and write from, let's say, the time I got up at 5 a.m. to bedtime, and only had pre-made meals and ate at the desk where I wrote. I have not been able to successfully do it. I don't know why. I get very sleepy when I write. I always wonder if writers like really successful, popular, famous writers like Stephen King, if they do that. I don't know if they can just sit at their desk and write all day. But I've tried to do it and I just fall asleep. So I don't know what that is, but so I would either have to take a nap and get up and continue writing after the nap, or I would have to break it up with activities throughout the day. I would love to feel what it would be like to actually sit at a table all day and write something nonstop for that long without getting sleepy. So I'm not sure what that is all about. However, it is a characteristic that I do have, and it goes with anything that I do. So even if I'm doing meditation practices throughout the day and I'm meditating, it will be very hard for me to stay awake. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's interesting. But it's a really nice day out today. It feels like, I don't have the app in front of me, but it feels like it's probably 70 degrees. Yesterday we hit 80 degrees here in Brooklyn, so it's really nice. I tend not to be activated by the weather. So I'm not the kind of person where if it's a certain temperature or a certain look that I would run to kind of appreciate the day by, so it's a nice day, I have to be out all day, I tend not to do that. I can enjoy a beautiful sunny day equally from the inside of my apartment with the window open. I'm kind of gazing out at a tree while I write. I will enjoy it just as well if I go outside for a walk or if I go to the park. I don't have to be outside because it's a certain type of weather. The only thing that might affect me might be something like, rain, severe rain, or cold. So if it's extremely cold, I may be tempted not to go out. Or if it's pouring rain, I'd rather not go out. Especially if there's a destination involved. But if I have to go out in the rain and I'm not really going anywhere and I come back and change, that's fine too. But But yeah, so anyway, it's a beautiful day. I just went out grocery shopping and I enjoyed it while I did that. I do want to get back to some writing uh, before dinner time, and that's always really fun to do. Writing is a very interesting thing. Sometimes it comes to me at the oddest time, so it's always nice to have a notebook. Now with the cell phones, there's always somewhere to put down your thoughts and ideas. So I'm never really at a loss of writing something down. But sometimes it's nice to have a notebook and write your thoughts down. So while I'm working on the third book, which is the road to enlightenment, the path toward enlightenment, I take notes a lot on insights that I get throughout the day. I read a lot of books on the side and also listen to a lot of information on the internet. Mostly on my phone, I'll listen to either podcasts or I'll listen to YouTube videos. There are some go-to lectures that I listen to a lot. One very common fallback lecture that I go to would be an Eckhart Tolle lecture. I listen to Eckhart Tolle a lot. I find that when I listen to him that he's probably one of the most, there are like a lot of them, but I listen and I think, okay, he knows what he's talking about. I also listen a lot to Abraham Hicks. I listen a lot to various spiritual guides as they come up on my feeds on the internet. Louise Hay is also one of my favorites, and Deepak Chopra. A lot of names kind of come and go, and I can't remember them all the time. Ram Dass is another one, and I'm not doing scripted descriptions of my lifestyle. I'm going on intuition, so I may or may not remember all of them because I don't have them written down, but I don't think it's a bad idea if I did that too. But yeah, there's quite a few that I listen to. Yeah, and it's really nice. And then not being afraid of the gaps in the speech. The airtime is really nice. Eckhart Tolle talks about that a lot, how it's okay. When he starts his videos many times, it's very enlightening because he'll pause for quite a while, and my reaction is always like expecting that the person will start speaking right away, and he takes his time, and sometimes I haven't timed it, but it seems like maybe he sits in silence for at least 1 or 2 minutes before he starts his lectures. Rupert Spira, I like listening to as well. I like listening to that a lot. There's Dolores Cannon. There's so many that I'm not thinking of right now because they're just not coming to me. It's not downloading. I don't know why, but there's a lot. It may take me a while to think of them. And then there's a lot of them on TikTok and YouTube that I don't know, that I'm not familiar with, that are very current, which is really nice. There's about maybe 20, 30 that I come across every day that I really like to listen to. Generally, if the message is a positive message, uplifting, enlightening message, it's something I like to listen to. So I fill my mind with positive messages, especially if my mind starts to wander to negative thoughts that are not helpful, and I can't seem to kind of clear clear my mind and do active meditation, while I'm putting things away or doing tasks or errands. I would rather play a lecture or an audiobook of someone who is filled with positivity and encouragement and has enlightened things to say. And this way, it's easier for me to override any kind of negativity or thoughts that might not be as positive as I would like. But generally, my background is always filled with self-improvement. I've always felt it was a very important thing. I wonder sometimes why I was drawn to self-improvement. I don't know if it was my environment or my personality, my disposition. I don't know, but I always was drawn to self-improvement. I feel like it's really a good thing to aspire toward, something that is better, more improved. And what I mean by better and more improved is anything that attempts to achieve a peaceful, unified community, achieve peace, elegance in life with and toward other people. I think that is a really nice goal to have, an aspiration to have. And I don't profess to know exactly how to do it, but I have some insights in my journey that it has a lot to do with intuitive kindness, that if you are intuitively kind, I think that ultimately that will lead you to a high vibration, and it will contribute toward the general improvement and betterment, let's say, for lack of a better word, of our common, humanity. So one of the reasons why I think that works is because looking back, any mistakes or wrong turns or misconceptions that I may have had or made, if they were made with good intentions, they generally are pretty correctable. It's pretty, it's not very daunting to face a past error that was made under the circumstances of good intention. And I really feel like for me personally, that has always worked and helped me. It's been a very good guide for me when I'm not sure about any kind of action to take or direction to take, that if I just follow my inner intuition, my inner guides, and know that my decision is based on one of kindness, that probably I'm on the right path. And it has always proven to be correct for me, and I think probably for most people that follow that path. I think kindness matters. I think it's very important. It is the basic principle of my motivation for everything I do, including my writing. I really enjoy writing. I enjoy the idea of writing because I also feel like the universe is kind of like the story. I don't know where this story comes from, but I've heard this story a lot in various spiritual guidebooks about the elephant and people trying to describe it blindfolded. and each person touches, a different part of the elephant, and the elephant is so massive that everyone has a different description based on what part of the elephant, they're in contact with. So that's somewhat what the story goes like. So that's how I feel about the universe. I feel like the universe is a very huge, humongous, massive concept, and we're all out here observing it from our point of view. And I feel that especially now with technology, the way we can all share what we're seeing and reflect onto other people and also see it and respond to it, that we now have the tools to look at the universe in ways that we have never been able to do before. And I think that's what writing was also doing for a very long time. Communication, art, creativity. Everyone has the ability to express and share their perception of that particular piece of the universe that they are being exposed to. And I'm very enthusiastic to be able to share my perspective, as I am to hear and read and exchange perspectives with other people, so that I can get a better understanding of what our universe feels like, what it looks like, and get closer and closer to understanding what it is. I don't know if it's possible in a lifetime to completely understand it, but I do think that there is a road toward getting closer to understanding it that's similar to the road of enlightenment. I think that the more and more you get enlightened, the closer you become to understanding what the universe is. I don't know if anyone has come to a complete understanding of it. It appears that maybe several prophets or saints or enlightened people have. But I do think it's one of the most enriching journeys and paths to undertake as a purpose and goal, to understand that and to aspire toward it. So that's kind of what I'm doing with my writing. Many times when I write, I see my limitations right away. Having read a lot of literature on my own, and in school, sometimes when I would come across the way something is written, it could be someone like Shakespeare or someone like Robert Frost, or someone like Melville, or hundreds, thousands of people that have a way with words. Even some songs that are written today, some songwriters, I'll hear a phrase, and sometimes people have a way with words that are so mystical that they capture essences and meanings. And I listen to that and I say, wow, that's what I would like to accomplish. And I think that everyone can do that in their own way. And so even with me, with my writing, I don't think that I have the same skills to put together words to explain, to describe things exactly like someone else has done before. But I do think I can at least do my best. And one of the things I found after writing my first 2 books that I do well is I'm able to capture for a short time, I would say maybe glimpses of insights into feelings and thoughts and ideas. I can't really describe them perfectly, but sometimes when I read back, look back at something I've written, I can I can get close to capture something. I'm not sure what it is, but it's more kind of like a feeling. And if that's what my skill is going to be, well, I appreciate it. I'm very thankful for it, and I hope that my continued practice and writing will continue to help me come up with these combinations of words and phrases so that I could express these beautiful, magical things that I'm learning while living on this planet. So thank you to everyone, every single person that has been involved in this creative possibility that has emerged in the world. I thank every single person, and I thank everyone on their path to kindness and sharing, and everyone who's making an effort to work toward peace and loving kindness, because I think by every single person that's doing that, it's making it more and more a possibility that one day everyone will be on this path. And I really look forward to continuing to share my lifestyle as a writer, so that I can talk about the background thoughts and the lifestyle that is part of my writing journey. And if you haven't done so already, I would love if you read my 2 books, or one of my 2 books. My first one is called Brooklyn Wind, and my second one is Brooklyn Winded. They're both available on Amazon. I self-published them, and I would love to hear what you think about them. If you could DM me on my Instagram page, or send me a comment on YouTube or anything like that. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on them. And basically, if you just go on to Amazon and put in my name, James Poulos, Brooklyn Wind, you'll be directed to the page where the book is sold. You'll see when you put in Brooklyn Wind, the words will separate, and you'd have to make sure you attach them and make them one word, so that it goes on the correct page. And as I learn my technical skills and improve them, I will try to put all those fancy buttons and links on my YouTube page, so that I could let people easily access my Amazon page. But I'm still learning the technical stuff. Doesn't come natural to me, so even getting this video onto YouTube is going to be a challenge, but I'm really excited about the whole process. I've always liked the idea of filming and things like that, so I'm grateful, absolutely grateful. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful day. And remember, every day is Friday here at Brooklyn Wind.